What is emotional intelligence? Let's start with the question. How often do you really think about how you're feeling? Not the polite, "I'm fine" answer that you give to your coworkers when they ask, but the real deal. Are you calm? Are you overwhelmed? Are you excited? Or maybe, just maybe, a little hangry? If this feels like a little too much touchy-feely, bear with me. We're diving into emotional intelligence. It's a skill that's been called a superpower for success in your work, relationships, and in life. And no, it's not about turning into a therapist or getting lost in your feelings. It's about understanding and managing and using your emotions effectively. So, what is emotional intelligence anyway? At its core, emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, to understand, and to influence your emotions and the emotions of others, possibly. So, psychologist Daniel Goleman, who popularized the term, he broke it down into 5 key components. And I know I've spoken about this on some other videos. He broke it down into those 5 key components of self-awareness, which is knowing what you're feeling and why; self-regulation, which is managing your emotions in healthy ways; motivation, using your emotions to fuel your goals; empathy, understanding how others feel; and social skills, by building and maintaining strong relationships. So think of EI, as they call it, for emotional intelligence, as that acronym, as the bridge between feeling and doing. It's what stops you from firing off that angry email, or helps you sense when a colleague really needs some support without them saying a word. So why does emotional intelligence matter? Here's the kicker. EI isn't just a nice to have skill. It's really a game changer. In the workplace, for instance, studies show that 90% of top performers have high emotional intelligence, while only 20% of low performers do. So EI can make you a better leader, a better teammate, and a better communicator. So in relationships, research shows that couples with higher EI are better at resolving conflicts and building trust. So yes, this might even save your marriage. And in life, a Yale study found that people with high EI experience less stress and are better equipped to bounce back from challenges. So wait, can you actually develop emotional intelligence? Yes, you can. While some people, it just seems like such a natural thing, right? They're gifted at reading the room and keeping their cool. Emotional intelligence isn't something that you're just born with most of the time. Like any skill, it can be learned and can be improved upon. So here's how to start. You're going to want to practice some self-awareness. It's not as awkward as it sounds, it really isn't. But self-awareness is the foundation of EI. It's about noticing your emotions without judging them and asking yourself and stopping yourself when you're feeling a certain way and saying, what am I feeling right now? And why am I feeling this way? Keeping a journal or using an app to track your moods and triggers can help. And studies show that journaling can improve your self-awareness and reduce stress as well. And you're going to want to master the art of self-regulation. So this is part of EI as well. So have you ever sent a text that you regretted? I know that I have several times in my life. And self-regulation, it's something that helps you hit pause before reacting. So try this. The next time you get angry, take a deep breath, slow it down, and count to 10. According to the American Psychological Association, this simple technique, it can diffuse your anger by 50%. And here's a bonus tip. reframe your thoughts. Instead of, this is the worst day ever, and look like the sky is falling, and having that victim mentality, try looking at it as, what's the one thing that I can do to make today better? Or what did I learn from this situation? EI also is a way to build empathy by listening. So really listening. So taking the time to really listen and not be quick to respond. Empathy is your ability to step into someone else's shoes, right? And it's like a superpower for connection. People feel more connected when you're looking at them eye to eye, when you're acting like you're totally listening to them by maybe nodding your head or acknowledging their feelings. So practice active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Really listen to what the other person is saying, even if it sounds really uncomfortable and quiet. Most of the people that you're talking to will not know the difference, or they will think or feel like you are really processing what they're saying. So also you might want to try using a magic phrase. Like, that sounds really tough. How can I help? This shows that you care without jumping straight into problem solving. How many times do you have a problem where you're trying to talk it out with someone and they just go for the problem solving? And you're like, I don't even think you're listening or understanding what I'm saying. So here's a fun fact. A study from the Journal of Neuroscience found that empathizing with others, it lights up the same parts of our brain as experiencing the emotion yourself. So how about that? So being empathetic can also make you feel better along with the other person. And emotional intelligence can be built by improving your social skills. So there's really no small talk that's required. Most of the time you could just listen to really listen to this person. And most of the time, and most people love to hear themselves talk and love to talk about themselves. So you're in the clear here. But building relationships isn't about being the life of the party either. So you don't have to be that person that's loud and crazy. It's about being present and approachable, especially when someone needs you that way. So one tip could be remember names and details. People feel valued when you do. People feel valued when you remember their name or something about them. And another tip could be master the art of giving feedback. So be honest but kind. You know, sometimes we mistake kindness for being nice, and really we have something difficult to tell someone, but telling that difficult story is so much more valuable to that person in the end, and is kind, believe it or not. So be honest and kind, and focus on solutions, not on blame. Blame gets you nowhere. And stay motivated, even on the tough days. These are the days that really bring out the best in you and really mold and shape your learning, is the tough days. Not the easy days when everything is going your way, but it's the tough ones. So emotionally intelligent people are great at turning setbacks into stepping stones. So set small, achievable goals. Research from Harvard Business Review shows that progress, even tiny wins, it boosts motivation by a lot. And find your why. Connecting your tasks to a bigger purpose can make even the dullest chores feel meaningful, right? Our goals, our dreams, even the people that we're around. Why? What is it about them? What is it about this goal? Like, why do I want this goal? What do I want to achieve? What is it going to do to benefit my life? So there's a lot of ROI to understanding and building your emotional intelligence. So are you still wondering if it's worth it? Consider this. According to TalentSmart, emotional intelligence accounts for 58% of performance in most jobs. That's a high statistic. And people with high EI earn an average of $29,000 more per year than their low EI counterparts. So I like money, I'm sure you do too. And high EI is linked to better mental health, stronger relationships, and greater overall life satisfaction. And in short, it pays to invest in yourself, and it pays to invest in your emotional intelligence, literally and figuratively. So building emotional intelligence isn't about becoming the Dalai Lama overnight. It's about small, consistent changes, like pausing before reacting, asking better questions, and being kinder to yourself and to others. Especially if you maybe receive an email from someone that's just passive aggressive or you just want to fight back. 24-hour rule is what I give myself. I step back and I don't respond on purpose because I can become cool, calm, and collective. And when I do respond, it's in a better frame of mind. So whether you're navigating office politics, supporting a friend, or just trying to keep your cool in traffic, remember, emotional intelligence isn't just about making emotions more manageable. It's about mastering your life. Now go out there, put your feelings to work. You've got this. So if you found this helpful, please consider subscribing and maybe share it with someone who could use an EI boost or an EI kick in the pants. And we'll see you all in the next video.